everybody. Welcome to another episode of Trenny and C. I'm Trenny. This is C. Today we've got some Glenfiddich Fire and Cane.
Yes, we've got... This is experimental series number 4. So this month we're featuring Glenfiddich all December, and we've got experimental series number 5, which is the orchard experiment. And now we're doing experimental series number 4, Fire and Cane.
So this is a smoky whiskey finished in rum barrels. That's the fire, and then the cane being the cane sugar that rum is made from.
It sounds very biblical.
Yeah, fire and cane, or fire and brimstone, or
Cain
whatever.
and Abel.
Cain and Abel. It's very biblical.
One thing I like about the bottle, which you already did a zoomie on, but you'll notice it's like highly tinted, and then it goes like clearer and clearer towards the top. So I guess that's the balance of the fire in the cane.
Yes, true.
You a little bit smoky down here, a little sweet up
got
here.
smoked out at the bottom, and it's kind of like,
That's right. So let's give it a little note.
43%, classic Glenfiddich styles, and it says, one thing we got to say right away, is it says smoky whiskey aged in rum barrels. So
it doesn't say peated Scotch.
It doesn't say peated Scotch.
It says a smoky Glenfiddich.
Yeah.
Something like that. Smoky whiskey finished in sweet rum casks, yet it is a single malt, so it's Glenfiddich's. Doesn't say peated, which leads us to believe it's been in a peated cask.
Could be a peated cask and then a
transferred
rum cask.
into a rum cask to finish it.
But the wording also says a smoky whiskey.
It says smoky Glenfiddich finished in sweet rum casks.
Yeah, so they could be peating their own whiskey, but you would think they would use the word peat.
Yeah, why wouldn't they use the word peated?
I don't know. Anyway, okay. But do you know what? Straight off the bat, I think they nailed this one with what they're trying to do.
It's really...
Because that smoke is there, but it's not just overwhelming and in your face.
No, it's like...
But that sweet cask from the rum is really there too.
But, you know, like a lot of the really successful peated Scotch are sweeter.
Yeah, that's true.
They come across sweeter. And to me, this is like a sweet kind of iodine.
Yeah.
Kind of like but it's everything about it is like, it's nice, like a mellow smoke. It's not a peat bomb by any means.
No. And I think Glenfiddich is a great example of a company to do this, because their product, their base product, like their 12-year-old say, has that kind of apple-y, sweet vibes to it anyway. So the fruit on top of that cane sugar and then on top of the smoke, it all kind of blends quite well together.
The nose is fantastic on this one.
I really like the nose. The more I get it, it's like, I actually kind of get also like a mentholated kind of a nose to it as well.
But there's a bit of that kind of like hayloft to it in there too.
There's a lot going on. And I think for the price of this one, which we should probably bring up, it's like this one's under $100 a bottle in British Columbia anyways.
Yeah, which is
it's
a good
like
deal.
In like the $79 range,
and
somewhere
it's believed to be in that 12-15 year age in there, right? Like,
yeah, it doesn't have an age statement, but from what we've researched in their extensive research, it's about 12 to 15 years old.
Very doughy though. Like you can find like a real doughiness to it.
The more I get, like, that sweetness for me is starting to bring out, like I said, a menthol kind of like a
let's get a
spearmint.
taste.
A little spearminty, actually. Okay.
A little taste. On the palate, bit of that kind of like mineral earthy peat to it.
For sure it is.
You know, like not one of those big blacksmith ones, like just more earthiness and minerals, but also that like really nice sweetness as advertised. And
the sweetness, like, the smoke sticks to your palate throughout, but that sweetness kind of comes mid-palate and softens the blow from the smoke, I guess you could say.
A very drinkable smoky whiskey. Like, it's the kind of one that you could take a few of these down.
And I think, like, if I was to show... Well, I mean, some people want their socks blown off, like, from a peated whiskey when they hear about peated whiskey. Sure. So maybe, give them some of those real smoke shows. But this is like a nice entry point for a lot of people.
You could introduce people to peat through this bottle, for sure. But you don't have to be entry level
to
enjoy this.
No. This is nice. This is good stuff. And the more I try it, the more I'm appreciating it because, sometimes people that are on their whiskey journey, they think they've done all the Glenfiddichs and Glenlivet's and all those kind of like ones that you start with. And it's nice to come back to some of these, the Glenfiddich that's now doing some of these experimentals. Like they're doing some cool stuff.
It's not a one-trick pony.
Absolutely.
Or one-trick
deer. Is it a deer? Yeah.
But we're actually really liking this one. So
totally, it's a good one.
This could be like on the Christmas list
of
totally. like a really good like Christmas dram.
Yeah,
the
something
smoke
different.
The smoke of winter and Santa coming down the chimney and whatnot.
And then everyone trying to escape winter by going to the Caribbean.
That's right. Yeah,
right? And then
it's got that. It's got that vacation vibe also.
It really has everything.
You could leave this one out for Santa.
A dram. That's a good idea.
Leave a dram of this for Santa under the chimney or the tree or wherever you leave it.
Well, by the chimney works because the smoke just fits perfect. So many.
Meant to be.
Anyway, we got to thank Jamie Johnson.
Yes.
For
and
Glenfiddich for providing us with this, which we provide to our loyal fans. Our Dram Club, and hopefully you guys like it too.
Yeah, we've been sampling this out to our Dram Club members, so we can't wait to get their feedback.
But we like to try it before you buy it.
Try it. We try it before you buy it, right? Come here to find out the straight goods about these bottles. Mm-hmm. This is a buyer. I'm put it on the buyer list. I'd put it on the buy list for sure. But yeah, this is fun. Really delicious scotch, and give it a try. Click like, subscribe, leave a comment. See you again soon.
Cheers.